So I'm not gonna hold y'all. I knew Ronnie was gonna kill Unique, but to see it, I'm not gonna lie. That shit pissed me the fuck off. Ronnie needs to die now. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it for that reason alone. Like, this recap gonna be short as fuck. Like, Ronnie just pissed me the fuck off. Hey yo, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Brittany Summer, and I'm back with another recap to Raising Kanan, episode 5. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification button so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. And yeah, let's get into this recap because it's gonna be fast as hell. I'm not gonna lie, because Ronnie just put me in a mood, child. So the fact that this episode starts off with Ronnie bitch ass. So anywho, let's get into it. So Ronnie basically jacks this dude for his car and talking about, oh, it's a nice ride. Okay, kid, here's the car. Leave me alone. The guy gives him the car and Ronnie takes it and drives off like he is the cast member of the Fast and the Furious. Like he is just driving from lane to lane, switching out, like driving like, nigga, if you don't get pulled over, your ass is not going to jail right now. And then it goes to Kanan. Kanan's talking to Famous about the routes and how he's supposed to handle the runners and stuff like that. I don't like the fact that Kanan's speaking to Famous like they're not friends. Like Kanan is speaking to Famous as if literally Famous is only working for Kanan. Like they don't have no type of relationship. Like, bro, that's their best friend. Why are you talking to him like that? And I don't like the fact that Famous is not sticking up for himself. Like at the end of the day, bro, you're still his friend, and he shouldn't be talking to you like that. You should like put some ground rules. Like, hey, Kanan, I know you try to run things, but like respectfully, speak to me correctly. Like you're doing a lot. So as Kanan's speaking to Famous on the phone, he's saying to him like, oh, don't be on no sleepy shit. Missed calls is missed money. Like just going on and on and on about the whole situation. And walks in Rock, and she hears the conversation. So when Kanan hanged up the phone, Rock was like, yo, what was that about? So, of course, you know, Kanan is not fucking with his mom. So he basically lied to her and said it's nothing and basically tried to ignore her, like not try to even respond to her. And Rock was like, listen, you acting like that is not going to make nothing better. We're in this place. Let's make the best of it. My thing is, instead of Rock being honest with her child, instead of Rock being truthful with her 17-year-old son, she is like dodging and lying to get him to trust her again. Girl, you gotta be honest for somebody to trust you, girl. Like, he's waiting for you to be honest with him. And maybe when you do that, he could start being your son again. Maybe he could start, like, fucking with you again. But, Rock, you stay lying and nobody trusts that. Okay, so the next scene goes to Ronnie again. He's all up and through this fucking episode. Mad annoying. Anywho's, after he drove the fucking car, after he stole the car and drove it like he was in the Fast and Furious, he ended up at Unique's house, and he's ringing the doorbell nonstop. Like he's just pressing the button, like holding it down. And Unique finally opened the door. Like anybody else would, Unique was like, "What the fuck, bro? It's the middle of the night. Like, what the fuck are you doing?" So Ronnie says, with the calmest, dullest Michael Myers face, "Shit new," and he like nodded his head for Unique to come outside. Unique comes outside and see the brand new car that clearly is not his. He stole. And Unique was like, bro, like, I got work for you. Like, you don't need to be doing this. Like, you're doing a lot. You just came out of jail. Relax. So Ronnie's response to that was like, oh, I believe it when I see it, nigga. I'm not trying to be up in this house with you and your bitch, basically. Ronnie also said he's going to take the car to flip it to Early Tires. So I guess Early Tyler's. So I guess he's basically going to get money for the car. So then he leaves, jumps in the car, and speeds off once again. I really was hoping he'd get pulled over, but just my luck, he didn't. So the next morning, it goes to Rock, and she's walking up to her store and realizes mad glass on the floor. So she's like, okay, like somebody being dumb. And of course, here comes the cops pulling up, trying to talk to her about having her give them money for protection. Like, not really saying that, but like implying that in a way. Like, Rock is not fucking dumb. So they're like, oh, you need to keep your glass guy on speed dial because, you know, these vandalism people be coming back. Like, okay, you guys gonna keep breaking my windows. Okay, gotcha. But I'm happy Rock wasn't even fucking with that. I'm glad she was like, it's good. Okay, I'm alright. I don't need nobody help. Like, I'm glad she was just shaking them off because get the fuck up out of here. Who y'all think y'all are? So then it goes to Lou. He walks into the bar where the owner is there to greet him and he asks for salsa water. So I'm happy that he did not. I'm happy he's not drinking no more. Like, at least he's slowing it down and he's like trying to stay focused on this bar and like doing right and focus on his music like he did before. Cause all this drinking shit, dumb. Like, it's a dub. Stop. Lou keeps on hearing the same music when he comes to the bar. So he told the lady like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get you new music. My mom owns a lot of records. I'm just gonna stop by her crib, get the music, and then bring it here so you can switch it up sometimes. So, oh, and he was like, I'm gonna see if I could get some promotion going on through this club. So I'm gonna go to the radio station and the local radio station and see if they wouldn't mind shouting us out for the event we having. So the lady was like, all right, cool, thank you so much. We need that. And Lou was like, yeah, I'm happy to do it. And he left. Okay, so it looks like it's still top of the morning and Famous is outside his crib collecting bags, like collecting the money from the runners, right? And of course, the cops run up on them and everybody got away except Famous. I'm starting to feel bad for Famous because he don't want to do this. He don't want no parts, and now he's getting caught up in all the situation that he. I don't think he can handle this. After that, it goes to Rock. She's like cleaning up all the glass in front of her store, and Marvin walks up to her and tells her that Dean has been put down in his house with his mama in the next room and all of that shit. And they try to figure out like, oh damn, who would do some shit like that? They know who would do some shit like that. That crazy motherfucker Michael Myers, he would do some shit like that. So Marvin also told Rock that Lou is having an event at the bar that she should stop by and show some support. And you know, they both saying fuck each other. So Rock said it, oh fuck Lou, like da 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 da. We all doing shit, like being petty, cause she's the big sister. She should not be acting like that. She is a big sister. And at the end of the day, you did him wrong. You was talking to him like he was shit. Like, he didn't do that to you. So stop it. Then Kanan finally gets home and sees like the runners like all crowded around the apartment building. And he's like, oh, what's Famous? So nobody want to say nothing. So he was like, what the fuck is Famous? So finally, one of the runners was like, oh, he got caught up by the cops, whatever. And they took the money and whatever the case. Why is Kanan mad at Famous for getting locked up? Like, he didn't mean it. He didn't want to be in this situation. Like, he tried to run too, but they got his ass. So here's another scene that pissed me off with Ronnie. Like, he's getting on my nerves. It's like he got on my nerves, but now I'm up to here. I had up to here. Like, ill. So now Unique and Ronnie is at the Chinese food restaurant, and Unique is trying to explain to Ronnie how things go. Unique says, you know, the fiends come in, they ask for the special, these niggas will give it to them, in and out. That's it. Ronnie's response was, you trust these yellow motherfuckers? Bro, they making money, the money that you want to make, so what the fuck is the problem? Unique says, well, they're about their money just like us, so whatever, it's whatever. Ronnie says, oh, they're nothing like me. Okay, we know they're Chinese, you're black, we get it. So Unique is really trying to convince Ronnie, like, hey, like, this is your spot. You can hold it down, make some money. Like, it's under the radar. The cops don't know about it, so they're not checking for us. Like, this is a good way to make some money. Why Ronnie gonna be like, fuck you? That was your response? Fuck you? Like, bro, you're, like, feeling yourself. Like, you're feeling yourself. You're, like, just like the song, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling my... That is Ronnie. Like, you're fiending, bro. So the whole time they even talking, Ronnie and Unique is talking, the Chinese people is basically talking shit about them. Like, oh, one is enough, two is too many. Like, this is why nobody don't like them. Like, just being mad rude. Like, I'm so mad Unique had to even be around them. So when Ronnie leaves out the Chinese restaurant, Unique follows behind and he's like, son, you ask for work, I bring you work. Ronnie's like, oh, there's no work in there. Bro, you gotta build it up, bro. It's not gonna just be handed to you. You know how the shit goes. Build the shit up. So then Unique changed the subject and was like, did you hear about Dean? And you know, that really upset Ronnie. Ronnie was like, what the fuck does Dean got to do with this? Like, you always thinking about the wrong shit. Like, bro, you always thinking about the wrong shit. So Ronnie continues on saying that, like, Ronnie got his legs between Rock. That's why he don't realize that she took all our shit and left you with this and blah, blah, blah. Like, just complaining. Unique had to say it again. Son, Ronnie, Rock is not in the game. The lane is open, bro. It's just you and me. Stop talking about Rock. You're nonstop with her name in your mouth. It's nonstop. Son, when Ronnie said, I know you got other work, I know money got to be coming from somewhere else, it blowed me. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, where you feel like there's more money come? Like, where do you see it? What are you talking about here? Bro, like, you cannot be that delusional. Like, are you serious? I felt so frustrated for Unique. Like, damn, your brother's mad annoying. So Unique said, son, this is all we got. This is it. And Ronnie says, this ain't shit, and walked away. I would have been like, you know what? I gotta leave this nigga alone. Like, oh my goodness. I knew it was coming. Like, I knew the fight was coming. Like, the tension was building up high. So this scene right here just proves, like, okay, bro. Like, Unique is gonna have to really show him that he can't be talking to him like that. Like, dead ass. Brother or not, you're doing a lot. Whew. All right, let me calm down because Ronnie, so annoying, so frustrating. So now it goes to Jukebox and her group rehearsing. And I'm not gonna lie, the music in the background was not giving the same like moves they was dancing to. Like the dance moves was not related to the sound. Like I don't know, it was just not giving. The dance moves was not where it was at. It was so easy. So I didn't understand why Homegirl was bumping into everybody and like missing her counts. It's like, girl, this is a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Like, how are you messing that up? That's giving me you can't dance at all. So the manager had to tell her, like, yo, Aisha, you all over the place. Like, get in your spot. And she's bumping into everyone. So at the end of the day, the manager was trying to, like, coach Maisha one more time. She was like, listen to me. It's not too late for you to get replaced. So get it together. And as of right now, you're wasting my motherfucking time. So Jukebox overheard and went to Aisha and was like, hey, if you want, I can help you work out on your steps. Like, I could take some time here with you and we could figure it out together. So Aisha was like, yeah, sure. Thank you so much. And I'm not going to lie. From the minute I seen Aisha in the bathroom where she gave Jukebox the Tic Tacs, I knew they had a connection. It was clear. It was cute. I was like, oh, all right, Jukebox, you found you another shorty, cute, black. Like, I love it. But Aisha needs to get her dance moves straightened out because she about to get kicked out the group. Okay, so next it goes to Famous. He is in the police station getting interrogated by an officer. And the crazy thing about it is that they did not talk about anything what they caught him for. They talked about the homeboy that Famous killed in the season 2, I believe. Yeah. So this officer was going mad hard to have Famous like say something about the murder. And Famous was holding it down. He was like, oh, I was around when the time when he got murdered. Like, I know him, but don't know him like that. Like, Southside is big as fuck, so you can't put me in the same place as him. Like, Famous just did his thing, and I fucked with that. What blew me was Kanan did a bail Famous out, and that was fucked up. Okay, so y'all know that Kanan was supposed to be home before social workers get there. And lo and behold, when she got there, Kanan was not home. The sad part about it is that Rock didn't know when Kanan was coming home or where he was at. So as the social worker is asking her questions, she couldn't really answer them. Rock invited the social worker in because she was like she would wait until Kanan get home. But Kanan didn't come home. So she ended up telling Rock like, hey, the next time I come here and Kanan is not here, he's going to have to leave and get put in a group home. So Rock was like, okay, next time I'll make sure he's here. My thing is, how the hell is she going to do that? Because Kanan is not staying in there. Like, he will sleep there, but he's out all day. So she needs to figure out a way to get his ass in there and stay there. So guess what Kanan was? Kanan was basically giving his runners drugs to deliver out. I'm just saying, why are you out in the open doing that? Like, clearly you're not giving these niggas candy. what are you doing? Like, you out in the open, people are watching you. Like, this is mad weird for Kanan to be doing, like, out in the open. Like, take him to the back. I know there's a back building. Like, I know there's around the corner you could go. Like, there's somewhere where it's private where y'all could meet up. There's no way you're doing this out in the open. After Kanan was done talking to the boys and they rode off on their little bikes, there was Ronnie standing in front of the building and wait for Kanan to try to get in the building. So when Kanan tried to walk by, Ronnie blocked him. Ronnie blocked him and said, "You rocks boy." Ronnie says, "Who put you on, Kanan?" Kanan says, "I don't have the time for this bullshit," and try to walk away. And Ronnie stops him. Ronnie then asks, "You working for Neek?" Kanan said, "I'm working for me." Like, Ronnie really believes Unique have like other work and other money coming in. Like, bro, why don't you believe your brother when he says this is all they have? Like, goodness gracious. Ronnie then says, "Ain't no little nigga like you moving heroin by himself." So Kanan was like, "Who the hell said anything about heroin? What the fuck?" And just pushed past him and went upstairs, like went in the building. Like, at that point, Ronnie should have realized, okay, maybe Unique is like telling the truth. Like, maybe he don't have no other operations. Maybe it's just a Chinese restaurant. But no, Ronnie crazy ass, he needed more. So now Ronnie finds his ass at Liliana's house, talking about, "Oh, I'm not my brother, and whatever he did, like, he's not me," right? So Liliana's basically telling him, "Oh, well, if you want work, you know, your brother gotta be gone, like, at the end of the day." So I thought that Ronnie really cared for Unique because he was like, "My brother will always be my brother," like, period. And she implied, like, "Hey, maybe you could do something about him being your brother," implying that Ronnie should kill Unique, and when Unique is gone, maybe she'll get him some work. But Ronnie was standing 10 toes on the fact that, Unique will always be his brother. And I thought he really was going to, like, held that down, and not kill him. But Michael Myers, he has no feelings, clearly. Ronnie finally gets home, and there is Kanan in his apartment. So, as rightfully so, Famous was mad that Kanan didn't even bail him out. He didn't even check to see if he was okay. And the only thing that Famous wanted to know was like, "Yo, why he wasn't there for me when you was there for that nigga when he got locked up?" So Kanan was like, "Oh, bro, you good? Like, you here, right? Like, what happened to the money?" That's all Kanan's thinking about, like, the money. And Famous was like, "Bro, they took that shit." So Kanan was like, "So how you got out? Like, what's good? How they let you out so fast?" And he was like, "They was just trying to shake me down." Famous was like, "They were just trying to shake me down and get some information, but it didn't work." And he was like, "Okay." So Famous made the mistake and told Kanan that he killed Freddy. And Famous was trying to explain to Kanan, like, he didn't mean to kill him. Like, he didn't mean to do any of that. He didn't think that he had that in him, and he kind of regrets it. And he's, like, scared. Why Kanan did not say nothing to support this man? Like, he basically just said, like, "Oh, keep that shit to yourself. Don't ever discuss this with me again. Like, you carry this to your grave." And then he said, I don't need your stupidness fucking up my business right now," and walked out Famous apartment. It's like, Kaden, you don't even got that much money yet, and you making that shit get to your head. Like, it's throwing me the fuck off. Like, what the fuck? You was ruthless since you was like fucking 16, Kanan? Damn. So then it goes to Dean's funeral, and that's where Unique sees Rock, and they're outside talking, and he tells Rock that Ronnie is the one who put down Dean. So I'm happy he told her that, because when Unique dies, which we know is going to happen, um, basically Rock will know who did it. Like, that nigga's going crazy. And hopefully, man, I hope that Rock kills Ronnie. Like, he deserves. So finally, Unique baby mother confronts him about him fucking Rock. And, she's really upset, whatever. And she had plenty of points saying how you fucking the bitch that basically shot up your car with your kid in it. Like, almost got you locked up. Like, so many reasons. But, like, hey, the hearts want what the hearts want, girl. So Unique is like, he leaves and he goes to find Ronnie to fuck his ass up. So this part I like for Jukebox. Hunt and Aisha leaves rehearsal, and like they're talking and they're flirting and stuff like that. Jukebox invites Aisha to the bar, and she agrees to go. And Marvin is looking from across the street in his car at them. So Marvin waited until Jukebox got in the car and was like, "Hey, who's that?" And Jukebox was like, "Oh, that's my group member. She's my friend." And he was like, "Okay, how many of us have them friends?" So he basically was hyping her up, like, "Okay, she's cute. Like, y'all look cute together." And I like that from Marvin because in the beginning, Marvin didn't really like that she was gay, but look at him opening up and being there for her and showing her love. And I see that Jukebox likes that, and it was cute. I love them right now. So now it hit nighttime and everybody's at the bar except Rock. And she was on her way, but the cops knocked on her door, so she had to go. You feel me? But anywho's at the club, at the bar, um, at the table sitting down is Famous, Aisha, and Jukebox, right? And they're talking and they're having a good time. And you see um Kanan walks in. So when Kanan walks in, Famous gets up and they walk right past each other and they stare at each other. There was no glance of the eyes, no nothing. Like they're still pissed. And it's rightfully so. Famous should be upset. Kanan, not so much. But anywho's, Famous performs and kill it. I thought Jukebox was gonna perform, but she did not. It was Famous, and Famous did his thing. You see, he should stick to being a rapper and not like a drug dealer. Is not going well for him in the drug game. But yeah. So speaking about Rock, she was going to be at the bar, but the cops came and told her to come to the precinct. And they were trying to dig a little bit more on the fact that she owned half of the company of the studio and the record label, whatever. And Rock covered her tracks, so they had nothing else to dig into, and which that's her doing her thing right there. You feel me? Like y'all could try to dig and dig and dig and find something, but y'all ain't gonna find shit. So here's the part I was dreading the whole episode. Unique finally confronts Ronnie about his bitch assness, and Ronnie says like, "Oh, I'm the big motherfucking dog. That's what you don't get." So then, Unique had to put the hands on him like hard, body, and he bodied that nigga like he knocked his ass out. Like basically, he won that fight. But what he did wrong was turning his back on him, cause he didn't think that his brother would go that far and kill him. That's why he turned his back on him. But in a fight, never turn your back. Never. And he turned his back and his brother killed him. Hit him over the head with an object and rolled his ass down a ditch in the dirt in like the woods or some shit. Like, I hate Ronnie. Like, I know people keep on saying, like, oh, Unique is still alive. He's alive. No, he's dead. He's dead. And I just hope that the only person that could kill Ronnie is a Rock. And I hope she does it really good. Like, I hope he doesn't even see it coming. Okay, you guys, that was my recap of season 3, episode 5 of Raising Kanan. I'm not gonna lie, this episode really did piss me off because Unique is gone. And now there's like no more like smooth gangster in this thing, no more like sad face. I really hope Rock find out that it was Ronnie who killed Unique and like get revenge like the best way you can, girl, because he is feeding for you. He always have your name in his mouth. He's never jumping off your dick and is annoying, girl. So you need to kill him. Y'all, please like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Please comment, let me know what y'all feel about the recap and if I missed anything important and how y'all feel like the next episode is gonna go. What y'all think the season is gonna end up like. I'll see y'all next week. Peace.